G'day guys, welcome back. Look at these colours. I know you wouldn't put these colours together, would you? But I'm going to have a go. I'm probably expecting not much out of this. Probably just going to go mud, yellow and black. Yeah, black and green, I don't know. Anyway, we're just going to have a go, hey? Have a play. See what we come up with. Live outside the box. Right, pouring medium. As usual, 70% glue, 30% water. I'm not using Floetrol anymore, as you probably can tell. When I started pouring, I started with Floetrol, but I just don't like the type of cells that I get from Floetrol. They're just not nice and round and well-shaped. They're kind of all wobbly and don't like them. Giving up on Floetrol. I don't mind using the Floetrol for a background, like when I'm doing like a hairdryer pour or something like that. I'll use it then because I get lacing, so great, but I don't like it for flip cups. So I have got, now I've written down what I've done because these colours are all, some are really thick, some are really thin. The yellow is a really thick paint, this Global Cool Yellow. So in my cup I've got 60 grams of pouring medium and only 40 grams of paint. So normally, as you know, I start with a 50-50 mix. So I would tend to do 50 grams of pouring medium and 50 grams of paint. But because this is so thick, I've got 60 grams of pouring medium and 40 grams of paint. And you can still see there, it's leaving a really nice mound on a mound. So still pretty thick. You can imagine if that had been 50-50, it would have just been way too thick. So that one's 60-40. These two little creatures are opposite. Those are really thin. The purple and the lime are really thin. So I've done 50 grams of pouring medium and added an extra 10 grams of paint. So they've got 50 grams of pouring medium and 60 grams of paint. The orange is about the same as the black. About the same consistency. Not as bad as the yellow though. So these two, the black and the orange, have got, well, it's a warm yellow actually, 60 grams of pouring medium and 50 grams of paint. So there you go. If you're using the Global brand, you can follow those measurements. And I'm going to cut back a little bit on the oil. Let's just do 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And let's do the black as well, hey? Whoa! You can come out. I think I put a bit too much in there. I don't know why we don't do the black. Let's just do the black. So 2 in each. Give that a good stir. Now I'm only using this card, my practice card, today because I'm not really expecting this to work. It's probably going to go straight into the bin, but we'll give it a go. The reason for this, actually I'll show you real quick. I'll move these. I had a workshop yesterday. Had 6 lovely ladies come to the workshop as usual. Now one of the ladies did this. It's a swipe and she used these colours. And I said, because when she was choosing them I said, oh, I don't know, you might get baby poo green from the black and the yellow. But because it was a swipe, it hasn't blended so much and it's worked quite well. I must say a shout out to this lady who did this, Jan. Hey Jan, she is 92 years old. Could not believe it. Because when she arrived I had no idea. She didn't look 92. Active, beautiful lady. And she said she had never ever got a cell. So a cell virgin. And look at this, all these cells. Could not believe it. She was thrilled. So anyway, Jan, this is for you. Your colours. Hope she's watching. Certainly an art for all age groups, isn't it? Let's pop a little bit of black in the bottom. I'm going to do 3 flip and drags instead of my usual just 2 flips. I think I'm just going to pour, maybe have a little bit less chance of colours blending if I pour down the side. Oh, this one still feels thicker than the others. Should be alright. I haven't got any white in here today. It's the white that's the culprit. It breaks a lot. Actually, so does brown. One of the browns is a culprit too. You have to really thin it out or it cracks. I don't know why. It's only happened to me with the global paints, so don't know. Maybe it's just a cheaper brand of paint. Hasn't got as many pigments in it and it just cracks a bit maybe. Not cracks, it splits. I'm sure I would have shown you some examples at some stage of what paint looks like when it splits, when it's too thick. Some people think that it's too thin or too much water and it does that, it splits, but it's actually too thick. And then when you try and stretch those cells out, because it's so thick, it's lost all its elasticity and the cells basically just split. Looks as if they've curdled. So if that's happening to you, add a touch more, just add a touch of water to those particular colours. It's usually white. It's usually their opaque colours that will do that. So just add a touch more white and you should be fine. Purple again. Purple seems like a nice consistency. There's a couple in there that are still a little bit off that I can feel, but it's really hard to tell. They look okay in the cup. It's not until you actually start pouring them into the cup that you can actually say, hey, it's flowing a little bit slower than the other one just flowed. This end cup's, it's getting the dregs, but it's fuller than the others. So I'm keen to see what these are going to look like. Sunday today, had the workshop yesterday. I put the photos of the swipes. We had a swiping workshop, just concentrated on swipes. Did 2 different size canvases. Did a single swipe and a double swipe or a reflection swipe. Some ladies did some balloon dips into some of their swipes as well. And they're just gorgeous. The photos are all up on the Australian Acrylic Pouring Group if anyone wants to see the results of that swiping workshop, all the pours. You don't have to be in Australia to join the Australian Acrylic Pouring Group. Everyone's welcome. That one's a bit fuller, so we'll put him in the middle. It's been a while since I've done a flip and drag. Okay, so cool yellow. Ultraviolet, which is a purple. It's not quite as dark as the regular purple. This is lime that I make myself. It's just green, the light green, the other one's called green light, and yellow. It's kind of 50-50 mix. And that one is warm yellow. Let's put it into another container because my other container was very old and broken. And black. There we go. So as I said, it worked really nicely in the swipe. I don't know, I'm not knowing what to expect from the flip and drag, so let's do it and see how we go, hey? I'm going to do the middle one first so it's got a chance to spread out a bit. Next. My first one was a bit fast. I kind of left a bit of paint in the cup. I should have done that one the other way. Just got this lovely purple up this end and not much here. So I'm not going to use the leftover paint in the cups. I don't want to have, sometimes people put the leftovers up the side, but then when you tilt you get this wriggly line, and I don't like that. I prefer this more uniform sort of a look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tilt this paint around a little bit to cover half the canvas, and then I'll torch. I don't want to lose all this pretty yellow, so let's pop that stick there and save some of that yellow. So I'm going to tilt half the canvas, well, it's not a canvas, you know what I mean, half the surface, and then I will torch. Just clean that off. It's looking a little bit muddy, isn't it? But the cells that pop up may be really pretty. Rightio, where's my torch? There he is. Okay, give that a minute. Got a lot of caterpillars today. I wonder if that's got anything to do with me putting silicone in the black, because I never put silicone in the black. I can't see how that would make any difference. Really don't. Don't know. Go figure. Right. So the cells are really small, which is telling me that my mix is quite thick. And, you know, I had the yellow and the orange in there, which were very thick paints, so that's probably why. But we should hopefully be able to stretch them nicely without them losing their shape, because the mix is so thick. I need to catch that because I don't want to lose all that pretty green. It's got some really pretty cells in that green. Look at those orange ones there. Go back the other way. So those orange cells there in the green, they're really pretty. Okay, let's go the other way now. Just get over that little corner and back. Don't think I want that. That can go. Off you go. All right. I'll come back. Actually, I'm going to turn it because, oh no, I can't. I'm just tilting away from the window, that's all. It'll be all right. It's looking murky. I know, I was expecting it. I shouldn't be surprised. I was just kind of hopeful that maybe it wouldn't. Off we go to that last little corner. Just help it, I don't want to lose any more cells. I guess it's what not to do in a pour. Don't mix yellow, green and orange and black. If I'd not used the black, if I'd gone white instead, that would have worked. That would have been quite pretty. It's just black and yellow are really not good together. You get that baby poo green. Just going to pop my hand under here and open this middle bit up just a touch, like so. Okay. Got some really pretty cells. These ones here, they've got the yellow rings around them. Let's torch in a few little areas that don't have anything. Okay, so there you go. What colours not to use in a pour. Oh dear. It's always the middle cup that you have problems with. Look at those wormy things. I never get caterpillars. I don't know why. My mix is thicker. Maybe that's why. Thicker mix? Or maybe it's got something to do with the black having silicone in it. I don't think so though. Who puts oil in there black? And it's okay? Let me know. Alright, I'm going to do some balloon dips because this in here really bothers me. So maybe I can bring up some pretty colours with the balloon. It's really a good way to save a pour, isn't it? If there's something you really don't like. So I've just got my blown up glove. And I'm going to go straight into the middle with these two blobs here. Actually, there's another one there. It looks like passion fruit. I'm going to go right in the middle of all of that. I really don't like that. So down, and I'm going to go around, back to the middle, and slowly up. All right, it's brought up more mud. Yay! Oh dear. As I said, this is probably going to go straight into the bin, but I wanted to try it. These colours. I'll use these colours again, and I'll do it in a swipe, and I'll show you what the difference is. Because the colours aren't mixing as much in the cup. You're just dragging the black over the top of the colours. They're not actually mixing. So that's the difference with the swipe. And now this area down here is really quite busy, so let's get rid of that. Well, that's better. There's some purple coming up through there. That's quite pretty. Seem to have lost the orange. Or is it the yellow? Oh, I don't know. No, the orange. There's not a lot of orange. There's a bit through here. It's a bit through there. I'm happy with this corner here. There's a face there. It's kind of upside down for you guys, but there's two eyes and a big mouth. You see that? Maybe we'll just go here. Really enjoying doing these little balloon dips. Just adds something more, doesn't it? Adds a little bit of interest to your pour. Righty-o, now we've got 3 up there, so I need to balance it. I need another one down here, which there's a blob there, and a wormy thing there with a big eye. So let's go in the middle of all of that. Still bringing up lovely mud. And yeah, kind of needs to be a bit more balanced, doesn't it? Because I've got sort of 3 in a row there and 1 there. Kind of need to have another one there. But if I do that, I'm going to need another one here as well. Maybe I can just do little ones there. I'll do another one. Actually, maybe through this line here. Go through there. That's brought up some orange. That's quite pretty, that one. And then just to balance it, I need to do one over here somewhere. Just go right in the middle of that area there. Just a smaller one maybe. There we go. It doesn't have to be as big. There. That's all right, isn't it? It's kind of saved it. I didn't put down my paper towel, as I normally do. Okay, I'll take you down for a close-up. Actually, I probably won't take you down. It's really not worth seeing. It's a bit of a dud. I won't be keeping it. Who wants it? I'll post it out to you. It's just cardboard. Okay, I'll just take you in for a close-up of my mud. But hey, I'll put the video up and you guys can see what colours not to use together, hey? Hey, don't do what I do. Just try and centre that a little bit better. Okay, how's that? So there you go. What colours not to use together? As I said, the colours would have been really nice with white. And when it dries, it's going to dry darker as well, so it's going to be a little bit more gloomy looking. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.